Okay, welcome to our class. And in our class, I'm going to be talking about what's on screen, how I made life-changing money with my own private crypto banking system, and how you can too. Now, I have a lot to share with you tonight. Today, whatever time it is that you're seeing this, wherever you're located on the globe, and I'm going to be moving quickly. I want you to take notes. If you don't have something to take notes with, I highly recommend you grabbing that note-taking device right now because this is well, let's just say it is a big world. And we'll talk more about how the crypto world is not just big, but it's ever expanding. It's very large. And I want you guys to be able to ask informed questions and walk away with some very tangible outcomes after this class. So that being said, let's get to work. So today's session is all about designing your crypto banking system. Okay. And we're going to talk about what that even means. So first things first is we're going to set some goals. I have set some goals for you as a member of this class. And well, I'm gonna go over them real quick, and I'm gonna see if we are in agreement, if these goals are satisfactory for where you are in your crypto journey. Number one, I want you to adopt a solid crypto investing framework. Number two, I want you to have self-confidence to be autonomous and a successful investor. Number three, I want you to understand the hierarchy of accounts that you need to be a successful crypto investor and to be able to run your own private crypto bank. Number four, we're just going to do some basic math on what's possible with crypto, specifically just in terms of like return on investment and general returns. And then my last goal is I want to introduce you to the best on-ramp into crypto success that I have access to. So by the end of this class, I will be showing you the on-ramp, the boat ramp into the wonderful lake of successful crypto investing. So if you're here for that, if these goals are in alignment with your goals generally, then put a number one in the chat. Let me know just so that I can validate our direction. And that also is just a big part of crypto, y'all. That's my education brand here. That's what you're interacting with. Sounds like we're on the same page. So there's the big goal, though. There is one large goal, and that is to establish your investor intent. Josh, what are you talking about? Your investor intent. It literally is what it sounds like. And it's what people skip over when they start investing in crypto. They don't think about, why do I want to be successful? What am I going to do when I am successful? How am I going to take profits? What will I do with those profits? What will I do with that passive income? When my net worth is bigger than it ever has been, what will I do? Why do I want it? What is my intent? So I want to pause and ask you that question. And a lot of times you might just be, generically thinking like, I want to be successful. And so I'm just going to tell you what success can look like. And I've talked about in the title of this class that I made life-changing money. And success in crypto is going to look different for everyone. Just be forewarned. It's not what it is always like in social media and in the media generally. But for me, it started with my first six-figure crypto wallet. I went from $1,800 to over $285,000 in about 18 months. And it really blew the doors open for me. And what did that do for us? Well, at the time I still do have three teenage daughters, and they were moving into their teen years, and we wanted to have experiences as a family. And so I used the equity, the assets that I developed in my crypto portfolio to build our dream backyard and install a fun swimming pool that we can have infinite experiences with, enjoy our beautiful Alabama sunny weather in the summer. And we even have a heater on the pool. So we actually buy a couple of months in the spring and in the autumn seasons. But man, I love my backyard. It is a little piece of heaven. And this is what crypto success looks like for me. It also looks like standing at my Traeger, and sorry for all the vegans in the room, but you know, I love a good steak. I love hamburgers and hot dogs. I love smoking and grilling for folks and having people over. And we also, as a family, love to travel. We've had an opportunity, thanks to crypto investing and crypto being a catalyst in the other asset classes that I invest in, like real estate and e-commerce funds. And I'm buying a local service business right now. The spark, the match that started the fire, the flame, was crypto. And we've gone to some awesome places. Maui, we've gone skiing every year, Ritz-Carltons, we've gone to the Tetons. Like we have beautiful beaches in South Alabama that we visit whenever we want to. And of course, we have our home and we have our family, and we are doing what we want to do with our lives. But my crypto story wasn't always that. Before I discovered crypto, I was just a boy from Northwest Alabama. I grew up in rural, one generation removed from extreme poverty. Truly, that's not a hyperbole. Literally, this is my grandmother's house. And I grew up going here every week, and my house was a few miles down the road. And this is where I'm from. It's where I'm from. And I was the first person to go to college in my entire line. And the only reason why I made it there was because I had a baseball scholarship. And so I want you to know, like, no matter where you're from or where you are right now, crypto success can be in the cards for you. I didn't go to an Ivy League school. I didn't get a mathematics degree. I'm not a coder. I don't know anything about software development. I honestly didn't understand crypto when I first got into it. I just bought some. But you can be successful. You can be a successful crypto investor. About 20 years ago, I read the book Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. And that's what really kind of blew the doors off my brain for passive income, assets versus liabilities, and just building net worth outside of the system. He was the first person who really challenged my brain to think outside of the matrix or the system that we're all raised in, right? And so now he also happens to be a massive crypto fan now, ironically, but 20 years ago, crypto didn't exist. This changed my life. And so with my crypto success, I went from basically this, where, I mean, like my grandma, when she wanted to make spaghetti, she was so poor, she couldn't afford spaghetti sauce at the grocery store. So she would make it with ketchup, like Heinz ketchup. So that's the level of poverty I'm talking about. These days, I do this whenever I want to. If I want to work on the back porch, if I want to consult with my crypto coaching members, or if I want to do Zoom calls from the pool, that's what I do. And I'm able to chart my own course, manage my own time, and live the dream. And I'm blessed and I'm thankful for that. But that's why I want you to establish your intent. What is your investor intent? And hey, look, it could be a work in progress, but you want to start somewhere. What do you want to do with your crypto success? Some examples I've seen from people could be simple, like I just want to pay for college, or I want to build a nest egg. Maybe you're behind on retirement. Okay. Maybe you want your spouse to quit working, or maybe you need to care for elderly parents or other family members. Maybe you want to buy your dream car. There's nothing wrong with that. Maybe you just want to live the lifestyle that you want, but you want to have a specific investor intent. So I didn't want to breeze over that. It's actually the most important part of tonight's class. But to transition into the more practical part of our class, once I had my investor intent like solidified, I needed a strategy, I needed knowledge, and I needed skills. Okay. It's not enough just to be motivated. It's not enough just to have a North Star vision and goal. You need to have the skills and the crypto knowledge to position yourself in the market to take advantage of the highest performing asset class in history. You don't approach it like a casino, okay? That's the difference between all the losers in crypto and all the winners in crypto. The winners have intent and strategy, and they understand the basic crypto skills, because crypto is a big world. It is a big world. It is now a $1 trillion plus industry. And little old me and little old you can get lost in $1 trillion industry quick. And so I want to give you, if you're taking notes, I want to give you 4 foundational ingredients to crypto success. 4 foundational ingredients to crypto success. And these are going to be extremely practical, okay? I started out strategic. I started out nebulous. And now I'm going to start whittling down and getting more practical. So for those of you who are A personalities and you need to put pen to paper, here we go. First of all, the first foundational ingredient, this is going to sound oversimplistic, but you need accounts. You need 3 specific accounts. 2 of them are required. 1 of them is preferential. I'm going to give you all 3 of those accounts. I would call this the hierarchy of accounts, or the totem pole of crypto accounts, okay? So you need your foundational weapons. Your central exchange, that'd be like a Coinbase or a Binance US or Gemini or crypto.com. You need a hot wallet like MetaMask. You can go to metamask.io, and it's a Google Chrome browser. It's super free. And you need a cold wallet. Ultimately, you need a cold wallet. I use a Ledger, ledger.com, not an endorsement, but it's not a requirement, but it's a great offline storage device. Let me dive into these a little bit more in detail. So Coinbase is obviously the largest American central exchange. The thing you need to know about central exchanges is that they act as on-ramps and off-ramps between fiat or traditional money and crypto. So basically, you start here. You send your money from Wells Fargo or Bank of America or wherever it is that you bank. You wire it or transfer it into Coinbase or whatever central exchange you want to use, crypto.com. It doesn't matter to me. They're all a dime a dozen, in my opinion. I like Coinbase because they're traded on the NASDAQ. I know what their quarterly financials say. I know what their health is. There's a lot of transparency there. They're regulated. So I know if I'm putting my money through there, I know what's happening. But I never use Coinbase more than a turnstile. If you go look at my Coinbase account now, I've got like $9 of crypto in there. I don't keep my money on central exchanges. They are what we call custodial accounts, not your keys, not your crypto. That's the saying. You want to manage your keys. You want a non-custodial wallet. So at least you need to have a hot wallet. I gave the metamask.io example. There's a lot of different examples of hot wallets out there, truly hundreds. But MetaMask is the incumbent. It's the largest and most widely accepted. There's other wallets for different networks. For example, the Para wallet is on the Algorand network. It's a specific wallet for a specific network, while MetaMask services many different crypto networks. We'll talk more about networks here in a minute. And then lastly, I mentioned the Ledger, the cold wallet. It's literally a physical device where you can see the 2 buttons here. Those are physical analog buttons that a hacker has to be in the same room. If he wants to steal your crypto, he has to be able to push those buttons. So this is our way of hiding our gold, digging it in a hole, digging a hole and burying it in the backyard, but it's on blockchain instead. No government can confiscate it. No greedy corporation can siphon it out of your possession, and no hacker can steal it. So those are the accounts that I recommend for crypto success. Next ingredient. You got to understand the blockchain networks, also known as main nets. And I'm going to go through this pretty quickly, but basically I always explain them as like cell phone towers, like AT&T, T-Mobile, Sprint, Verizon. They act like different networks, or maybe even railroad tracks. Just think of crypto traveling on networks, and some crypto are only built on a specific network. Okay. For example, one of my favorite crypto investments is called Chainlink. The ticker symbol is Link, Link. I've made a life-changing amount of money with that crypto alone. It's an Ethereum based token. So you can only buy it on the Ethereum network. You can only send it on the Ethereum network. You need Ethereum to pay gas fees to send your link from one wallet or one account to another. You can't send it using Solana or Polygon or Avalanche. There's just certain assets that travel on certain networks. So you got to understand that these main nets, and this is just a sampling of them. There's, again, dozens out there. They're called layer ones and layer twos. Layer ones, they are their own network. They are their own entities. They are their own railroad track system, like Ethereum, Binance Smart Chain, Solana, Avalanche, Algorand. Layer twos, like Polygon, they're built on top of Ethereum, and they're meant to help with scaling and economies of scale and just lowering gas fees. So Polygon is way less expensive to work on than Ethereum, but Ethereum was first to market. So like 68% of all decentralized assets are built on Ethereum. So again, it's kind of like having railroad tracks or the foundation. So everything in crypto is built on top of these guys. Everything in crypto operates, all the banking, all the DeFi, all of the interactions, all of the moving money back and forth between peers, all of the cross-border payments, they happen because of these networks. So just understand that there are different networks. That's number 2. Number 3, dApps and DEXs. dApps and DEXs. Now, what does this stand for? A dApp is a decentralized application, and a DEX is a decentralized exchange. So a decentralized application to the naked eye just kind of looks like a website. That is a crypto investment vehicle or project that has built a website, and then they have attached a smart contract to it. And the smart contract interacts with your MetaMask wallet, and you can move funds in and out of investments. And the smart contract has rules, and you can withdraw and deposit. And that's kind of, in dApps, kind of act as that portal that we connect our wallet to so that we can make returns. A DEX, or a decentralized exchange, is exactly what it sounds like. It is the antithesis of Coinbase. As a matter of fact, decentralized exchanges will ultimately be the backbone of the entire crypto market. And that's where we go and swap crypto for crypto. But they don't connect or communicate with traditional banking systems. It is the crypto infrastructure is what DEXs make up. And DEXs are also where we go and we do things like yield farming and earn passive income and high annual percentage yields, because they need liquidity. And so they recruit us in our deposits, our liquidity, and we become liquidity providers, and they pay us high percentages or high yields to be that. And so instead of going to a traditional bank and putting your deposit there and earning 0.001%, you can go to a DEX and earn 100 to 400% annual percentage yield. So that's number 3, dApps and DEXs. Number 4, investing framework. Possibly the most important thing I talk about tonight, so listen up. The first and biggest framework that I subscribe to is one that I created myself called the crypto flywheel method. There are 3 wealth building strategies inside the crypto flywheel method: cash flow, creating income streams; appreciation, that's building equity; and leverage, using assets to buy more cash flow. That's the macro strategy when we're trying to be successful crypto investors and create our own private banking system. The crypto flywheel is the queen metric. It's the decision maker. It's the thing that allows us to be non-emotional investors and grow our net worth. So let's dive into just the cash flow, because even within each of the 3 wealth strategies, there are more frameworks that I subscribe to. So let's just look at one of my favorite cash flow strategies, and I call it the crypto ATM strategy. Imagine you have an ATM business, or maybe a rental portfolio of rental houses. Doesn't matter. They're sending you streams of revenue, each one of them daily, weekly, monthly. And so what I like to do when I'm trying to get my flywheel moving, and sometimes pushing the flywheel at first seems tough and arduous, but once you get the momentum going, it's a really sweet thing, and it creates a ton of productivity in your portfolio. So I start to set up little ATMs. Here's yield. I'll go and I'll start a yield farm here. And maybe I'll do a trading bot here. And maybe I'll do an NFT that pays me a passive income every month here. And then maybe I'll do another yield farm and maybe another trading bot. And I'll have 5 different ATMs set up every week, every day, all month long, paying me extra yield. I want to be earning yield on top of yield. That's the key to cash flowing inside of crypto. You just have to have the crypto skills to know where to look, what to deposit, what network are we on, what wallet do I use, what asset do I send, etc. And so that ATM strategy really acts like a catalyst, where we can then move our money down the flywheel to the appreciation or building equity. And we're using house money at that point to buy things that we truly believe in. Maybe you're a massive XRP fan. Maybe you love Polygon or Chainlink or Avalanche or Bitcoin, and you just want to buy more of that methodically. You can use your cash flow, your ATM strategy, to hand you new money that you can use without selling all of the other stuff that you have deposited. It's really a beautiful thing. So then we have the banking strategy, where we can use leverage. Okay. So we zoom into the leverage strategy, and the framework there is just the be your own bank flywheel. So we acquire more digital assets with the cash flow that we have coming in. We multiply assets through decentralized finance, and we become our own bank by making microloans and earning interest more rapidly on a daily basis. So literally the same way a home equity line of credit works, where you can have equity built up in a house and take out a line of credit or a loan and go build a swimming pool in your backyard, you can do that with crypto. As a matter of fact, in 2021, I used Bitcoin as collateral to buy 2 rental properties that already had rental income. And so I used the income to pay off the loan against my Bitcoin. Now I owned not only my Bitcoin, but 2 extra real estate properties that gave me depreciation on my taxable income, and also cash flow into perpetuity. So that's how you start using the different asset classes together when you have the proper knowledge and crypto skills working in your favor. And these frameworks are literally at our fingertips. It's the most accessible asset class on the planet. So let me know, is that helpful in the chat? Like, is this what you want to do with your crypto investing strategy? Like, do you want to be a part of this movement? Is this how you kind of want to manifest your intent? Talk to me in the chat. Let me know if this is helpful content for you so far, because I want to make sure that I'm at least on the same planet as my listeners, obviously, because I want to introduce you to something or to an opportunity. And I just don't want to take it for granted. And I want to make sure that you feel the weight and the importance of this opportunity, this invitation that I have for you. And I want to make sure it's relevant to your life and to just what you're trying to do. So I want to introduce what I call the private crypto banking implementation group. The reality is that when you're investing in crypto, you need time. At first, when you're lost, when you're trying to figure things out, if you've been trying to invest alone, it's the most dangerous and lonely place you can be. And that's not just true in crypto. It's true in real estate. It's true in stocks. It's true in everything. You're trying to buy a business, or you're trying to run a business or start a business. You're trying to invest in crypto, and you're trying to do it alone without coaching or guidance or experience from others. It's a risky business. That is the riskiest thing you can do. And so if you've got an hour a week for the next 4 weeks, I'll personally help you build a world-class private crypto banking strategy for early retirement. That's right. That's my goal. I'm looking to create 12 crypto millionaires over this next bull run. And I want to spend a 1 hour a week just to get you on your feet, get your private banking system built. Okay. You should stop sitting on the sidelines, trusting the banks, the stock market, the mainstream media. And as a matter of fact, I keep as little money in my bank account as possible, because I started doing that years ago, and my net worth has never been better. Like, I'm wealthier than I've ever been. And it's because all of those institutions, they use you as liquidity so that they can get richer, that they literally are practice using other people's money. They're using your money as liquidity. And so instead of you getting the high annual percentage yields, the Wall Street P&Ls and stock prices and CEOs and C-suites keep it. So instead, what I did is I decided to become the bank, because the house never loses, as they say. And so I use something much simpler and effective called the private DeFi banking, and it outperforms traditional investments 10-1. And I have clients who already use this in my flagship mastermind program. John here said, this was after about 2 months or 6 weeks of being a client. He said, I've seen roughly a 20% increase in my investments, which puts me over my $10,000 equity goal that I set. Investor intent. Remember that. I'm planning to take at least $10,000 in profits on the next mini bull run with the altcoins I'm accumulating. So hopefully in the next 4 to 8 weeks, I will have completed goal number 1. So we set goals and we have investor intent. And one thing that I didn't even have time to talk to you about is the mini bull runs, or the altcoin seasons that we have. That's a major part of the crypto flywheel strategy that I deploy in my own life. And so I'm starting a new private crypto banking implementation group next week, and I'm inviting you to it. Okay. I'm going to work personally with a small group of crypto investors who want extra cash flow each month, provide their own loans to themselves, and earn yield on top of yield by using house money that they're actively earning. If that sounds like something you want to do, literally those words on the screen, put a number 1 in the chat. In short, I'm going to show these people that I'm going to work with in a live setting. I'm just going to show them how to create their own crypto bank operation. So yes, if you decide to join us, I'm going to build a new private crypto bank with you. Now, I'm not suggesting that you should never use any other kind of investment tools. Like I've already mentioned many different investment assets like real estate on this class. But private crypto banking is the number one breakthrough for expanding your net worth rapidly. I am proof positive of that. And I know you might be thinking, what if he got lucky? What if he got lucky? I thought that too at first. But from the very beginning, I set out to treat my crypto portfolio like a business, because I stood in a yard in 2008 with one of my first fix and flips real estate investments. And it was the day that Bear Stearns went under on Wall Street and the housing crisis was fully underway. And I was standing there with a for sale sign in the yard, upside down, in a real estate property. And I thought to myself, I'm never going to gamble again. I'm going to always treat my investments like a business. So I determined and discovered that I would teach other people how to do what I do. And I've found that it's not luck. It's a systemic method that people from all walks of life can use and make their money back and then some. In 3 weeks of being a member at Crypto Y'all, I've recouped my losses and then some. This gentleman had been scammed by someone online. It's a great program to join. I have zero regrets. I refer the program to anyone. So I have countless stories of people from my private group interacting. $1,000, $1,500 in 10 minutes right here. We do all kinds of fun stuff together, making money in different ways, different trade signals. Hanson here made 175% return on a few $1,000s. So he almost tripled his money. Lots of people have been scammed by imposters acting like magical investment fairies that grow your money overnight. And others in my group just wanted to stop gambling with their investment dollars. They wanted a business model for their crypto portfolio. So I introduced them to private crypto banking. And the question I get a lot, whether it's online or at a coffee shop with a friend who's yet to invest, they always are like, is this legit? Is this actually a reality in our world right now? Can we really do this stuff? And a lot of risk-averse people, AKA scared people who let fear drive them, they can't see how it's possible for little old me to be in bank because they eat whatever is fed to them by the media. But I'm here to tell you that I have opportunities as we speak to take loans out on my own assets and to buy businesses, e-commerce stores, fund whole life insurance policies, put down payments on real estate, you name it. I've actually been investing throughout multiple bull and bear markets, earning daily returns and increasing my coffers. And it's kind of like one of my old friends, he says, action creates traction. It's just a matter of implementing what I'm talking about. So here's how private banking with crypto actually works. I've already mentioned that traditional banks, they're basically playing a shell game with your money. And it just so happens that crypto is the highest performing asset class in history. And if you don't believe me, here's the following slide is a chart of Bitcoin and Ethereum, the two largest market caps in the first decade of existence, compared to other popular investments like Apple and Netflix, like the Apple, the Netflix, like the FANG stocks. Look at this. Look how outperforming crypto, the two largest crypto assets, are compared to the darlings of the NASDAQ and the S&P 500. Domino's Pizza, Lululemon, Amazon.com. Imagine buying Amazon.com in 2019. That's your opportunity now to get in on the crypto classes that are following in the wake of Bitcoin and Ethereum. In 2023, about halfway through the year, Bitcoin was blowing NASDAQ and gold and the other indexes out of the water. So the trick is to acquire what I call crypto banking skills. This is what will set you apart from the rest of the normies walking around out in the matrix that we call Earth. Crypto banking skills involve two specific elements. If you're taking notes, you want to have these in your head. Two specific elements. Number one, having the right crypto investment accounts set up, and then having the know-how to pick good investments and knowing how to look for them and how to lift the hood and kick the tires, if you will. And people who practice private crypto banking, they don't outperform other investment classes 10-1 because they're handsome software engineers who went to an Ivy League school. Not at all. That's not me. They're successful because they're willing to adopt this new groundbreaking financial technology and just take a leap. And so they're successful because they're willing to adopt this groundbreaking financial technology. So I thought I would stop my slideshow for just a second. And I thought I might share some examples of what exactly this can look like in the real world, and just, I guess, reshare. I'll reshare my screen because I want you to be able to see some actual investments that I'm a part of and some places where you can go to be your own crypto bank, if you will. Let's see. I'm going to go back to share my screen. I've just moved my Google Chrome browser around. So let's say you've got $2,000 or $20,000. Doesn't matter. Okay. What I'm about to show you is how to basically be your own bank. So we utilize DeFi, or decentralized financial investments, where we can deposit that money, okay, into decentralized exchanges or dApps. And that $2,000 acts as equity or liquidity in that market. And we can earn high interest rates. If you can't see it right here, yeah, there we go. I'll zoom in. These are just normal deposits where you stake and you can earn inflation beating percentages. Okay. Instead of your money rotting at 15% a year in the bank to inflation, you could just stick it here. If that's all you did, great. You're breaking even. But now imagine that you can borrow money from that $2,000 at an 80 or 90% loan to value. Okay. Imagine that you can do that. So if you don't want to sell your crypto and pay capital gains taxes, it's the same as stocks. What you do is you borrow against it. So let's say you've got $2,000 in Bitcoin and you're like, oh, I love Bitcoin. I don't want to sell my Bitcoin, but I don't really have a whole lot of other money I want to invest, but I really want to go buy Chainlink. Well, you can take a loan against your Bitcoin at 80%, 60%, 90% loan to value. Let's say you grab $1,400 to $1,600, that 2K. All right. And then you can redeposit it, or you could go buy Link. You could go buy whatever you want to go buy. Honestly, nobody, and there's no credit checks. There's nothing like that. And so then you can continue to compound it. You can have loans to yourself, and you can actually use that same loan to earn annual percentage yield that the first deposit is earning. And so, and you can just keep stacking the equity. But then the fun part is when you start yield farming with that borrowed money, and then you can go to places like Pact Financial, and you can earn 96% a year and earn daily returns or daily yields and harvest them. Like, this is an Algorand yield farm where I earn more Algorand every single day. And Algorand, when it goes up in value, I'll have more than I started with. And that's how I can exponentialize my returns. And the trick to being your own bank, the trick resides within you. It's just a matter of, are you willing? Are you able? Are you willing to do what it takes to acquire the skills and spend enough time in the tank to be knowledgeable, to know where to look, to know where to go, to know how to, like I've said before, how to kick the tires and lift the hood and find the crypto investments that allow you to cash flow, that allow you to have accretive assets over time, that allow you to take leverage against your assets and borrow against them so that you don't have tax implications, but you can continue to invest and inflate the price or value of your total portfolio. So I've got an invitation. Like I said before, I am starting a brand new private group. It's called the Private Crypto Banking Implementation Group. It's a mouthful. I did it on purpose because I want you to remember what it's about. Here's the catch. Only 8 people can join. Only 8 people. This is going out to over 4,000 people when this class is over. And so if you're watching this, you have first dibs. You can be one of those 8 people to join my live class. It'll be on Fridays. And if you join, you also get bonuses. I have 5 bonuses set aside for these 8 special people. So, number 1, I want to cover these bonuses one at a time because I want you to see the value. This one, it's actually bigger than it might sound. You're going to get access to all of my personal notes that I use every time I put together my own private crypto bank to ensure that it's a high converting bank and it takes minimal time. So my goal is for you to spend an hour a week with me for the next 4 weeks. And then after that, you're spending 30 minutes to an hour a week on your own, self-directed, up and running. You've got your infrastructure in place. Bonus number 2, I'm going to give you private in-field footage showing you how I personally test to make a high converting crypto bank in under 2 hours. So how I actually deploy capital without biting off more than I can chew at first, just being able to test these waters. Number 3, your third bonus, if you are one of the 8, my crypto investing checklist, so that you can quickly review the checklist before you go live with a new private crypto bank. Literally, I'll get to give you a checkbox, a list of things to look for when you're investing in these different assets. The 4th bonus, you're going to get my complete list of passive crypto investments that I use to create daily passive income. Okay. That one by itself is worth its weight in gold or worth the price of admission, because the internet is a big world and you could find yourself, if you try to do this alone, looking for needles in a haystack. Why not go with a list of vetted investments that we are a part of, me and my mastermind members? So I'm bringing that data and that intel to these people who get to join my private implementation group. And then lastly, the 5th bonus is you're going to get an exclusive 1-hour training video on infinite banking and using crypto to power other real world asset investments. This has been one of the most popular trainings in my entire mastermind and private mentorship training, and everyone loves it. So do you want to be one of the 8 people who I travel with for the next 4 weeks and help you build your private crypto banking system? Is that you? Are you ready? Do you have investor intent? Do you know what you want? What's the end goal? Do you see the opportunity? Do you see that crypto is here to stay? Do you understand that it is the tidal wave and the biggest generational wealth transfer that we will ever see in our lives? This is your opportunity. And I want to help you do what I've done. If you've been here since the beginning of the class, I want you to understand that what I've done is doable. And right now, literally right now, is the time to get your boat, get your raft in the water, because the waves are coming and it's going to accelerate your ability to build wealth. So if you want to be a part of my private crypto banking group, here's how it works. The pricing is, I have 3 pricing plans. You can pay up front, You can pay over 4 months, or you can pay over 8 months. Now, if you pay up front, you're good. And you get the best price. If you pay over 4 months or over 8 months, what I'm doing is I'm saying, hey, look, I'll take on the risk. Okay. You're going to pay a little bit more of a premium price, but I'll take on the risk because I'm going to give you all my value in 4 weeks or less. And then I'm going to let you pay me over the next 8 months or over the next 4 months. So you can get started today and be a part of my group for as little as $250. That I'm trying to make it as accessible as possible. You can get it started for as little as $250. If you want to be one of the 8 people before I blast this out to my thousands of newsletter members, go to cryptoyall.co/banking as fast as you possibly can. Even while you hear my voice, do it on your phone, whatever. That's the order form. You can choose one of the 3 options there that you want to, however you want to pay. You can do the 8-month plan, you can do the 4-month plan, or you can pay it all up front and be done with it. And we'll be ready to rock next Friday. If you can't make a live class, it's fine. I record them. You'll have full access. You'll never be upcharged. You'll never have to be sold the program again. You have the recordings until the end of time, okay? But you can't get access to them if you're not one of the 8 people, okay? I don't know when I'll do this implementation group again. It's not my regular thing. My regular flagship mastermind is more expensive. It's more involved. It's a 6-month plan. But if you want to just get started and have an awesome onboard and infrastructure, then you need to jump in and be a part of this implementation group. And I'm even going to do 2 fast action bonuses. All right. If you're one of the first 5 people to sign up for the implementation group, I'm going to do 2 things. Number 1, I'm going to do a private strategy call with you. So the 4-week program are group calls that we do as a group, but I'm going to do a one-on-one call with you where I help you develop your investment thesis. A thesis is literally, hey, what do we think is going to happen, married with your investment intent. That's a one-on-one time, you and me on Zoom, making sure that you've got everything set up appropriately and that you understand and you got all the I's dotted and the T's crossed. The second fast action bonus, if you're one of the first 5 people to sign up, if you complete each week, including the weekly homework, I'll let you in my private Discord channel for free for 3 months. That Discord group is for my high ticket mastermind members only. And you'll get to interact with all of them and have access to extra intel and 239 different investors who have not only gone through the private banking system, but through all of my Get Paid Daily framework. Again, the first 5 people get access to the fast action bonuses. You got to go sign up before I blast this out to my entire email list. Go to cryptoyall.co/banking and get signed up. Now, I also want to help with any questions that you might have, of course. Before I do that, I just want to make sure it's clear where what you're doing and how you're doing it. If you sign up and you're one of the 8, and if you're one of the first 5, you get all those bonuses I was talking about, right? So the total price is, if you pay up front, is $1,600. Okay. If you want to pay over 4 months, you can pay $450 today, and then you'll have 3 more payments, and it's every 30 days. Okay. Not every week. I'm going to give you everything in 4 weeks or less. And then if you wanted to pay over 8 months, again, I'll take on the risk. You could run off to kingdom come and I'll never get paid again, I guess. But I'm willing to take on that risk, and you can get started for $250 a day. Cade's one of my Get Paid Daily members. He loves the group. Highly intelligent people who know crypto. Josh has built an amazing group. Appreciate you saying that, man. I really do. So Cade's one of my Get Paid Daily members, and he's here. So this is just a simple sign up, and you can have access. You can be in the first 5 before I blast this out to the entire email list in a few minutes. So just wanted you to know what you're looking at. $1,600 one time. You get all the bonuses. If you want to split it up over time, you can do that. Here's another bonus I didn't even think about. If you want to pay it off, like if you, let's say you start at $250, if you don't want to pay the whole 8 months, you can pay it off early at the $1,600 rate. Okay. So if you need to stretch it out, totally cool. I'll be your bank until then so that you can start your own private crypto banking system. Okay. Some people want to get started. They're just a little hesitant. They need some more dry gunpowder to do that. Totally fine. Okay. Now, I want to jump into the chat, make sure I'm answering any questions you have. If you have any practical questions about crypto investing, I'm here. That's what I'm here for. Yep. $1,600 total. Tax implications in crypto are capital gains, just like if you sell a stock. Yeah. So if you have other questions, feel free. I hope if you are a rookie and you're here and you're just like, man, I want to get started. I need somebody I can trust. Like I talk to 3 to 5 people a week, no joke, no exaggeration, who have been scammed, usually on Instagram, usually with someone who was like this, not catfishing, like not who they said they were. And I try to be straight up, authentic, and real. So you're going to have a real human here in Birmingham, Alabama, who can basically answer your questions in a human way and make sure that you're set up appropriately and make sure that you get your answers. And we'll work together as you go so that at the end, there's no failure to launch, or even at the beginning, there's no failure to launch. So all that being said, would love to have you go to cryptoyall.co/banking right now. Be one of the first 5 to get all of the fast action bonuses, and be one of the first 8 to just be able to get into the group, because this is going to go out, like I said, to all the thousands of people. So we'll get started next Friday is when we'll get started, and we'll knock it out of the park. And again, if you can't make it live, it'll be recorded and we'll take care of you on the actual content. Going once, going twice. It was awesome having you guys. I am going to shut our class down and see you in the email inbox. And I'm going to go fill this class up and start preparing and taking care of those members and bundling up these bonuses that I've promised and making sure if you sign up. Once you do sign up, by the way, I'll email you personally the details, just in terms of like how to access the content, how to get on the Zoom calls, all the logistics. So you'll be in good hands. It'll be very high touch, very white glove concierge experience. All right. Awesome. Honored that you guys were here tonight or today, wherever you are. And I'm really excited about what we're going to do with your private crypto banking system. So hope this was encouraging. Hope it was motivating. And I can't wait to see you in the class on the other side. Talk soon.